Thanks for downloading another segment from the Best of the Classic Metal Show. The Classic Metal Show is heard live on Saturdays from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern, exclusively at www.theclassicmetalshow.com. And now here's another piece of Classic Metal Show history on the Best of the Classic Metal Show.
The Classic Metal Show.
Well, I heard there was somebody by the name of Scott and Anita that was doing that heavy metal stuff earlier in the night, and I was wondering if I could reach those two skilled and proficient DJs who are well-versed in heavy metal knowledge.
Yeah. That was us.
That was you?
Yes, that was us.
God damn it.
Hey, Scott. Hey, Scott,
Hey,
you
what?
obviously were drinking in the studio. How much have you drank since you left the studio?
I think I counted up 41 shots.
Really? 41?
Of what, water?
41. No. Jägermeisters?
41?
You didn't drink no 41 shots of Jaeger.
Well, I don't know. I'll have to ask Grandma Rock. She's stumbling on over here. How many shots? Hey, it's Chris and Neeley from CMS. You know that country music shit.
Country
I
music.
remember that country music shit.
Yeah. I told them that between us we've done 41 shots.
Minimum.
Oh, between you, but you didn't down 41 yourself.
You can still
Okay.
say minimum.
Okay.
You have to do more.
That's okay. 20 each. All right, 20 each. And she's one up on me because she's made more bad jokes.
20 ounces of Jaeger.
Oh, really? I didn't think of it in ounces. That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a
That's
lot.
like what? 8 pounds?
8 pounds.
Man, that's a lot. Anyway, you know, Tommy's on break. We got Tommy Tutone here with us.
Well, good.
Had trouble saying that.
I'm a
And
breeder.
Straight out, we just brought him from Dallas, where he played last night at the Glass Cactus.
The glass
the-
cactus?
The Glass Cactus at the Gaylord Resort Hotel and Convention Center. And, we're talking, 4-star AAA. It was Tommy Tutone, the Pretenders, and Missing Persons, and the Romantics. Yeah, the Pretenders weren't there. That was us. And so after it was over, we just continued the party, and we brought Tommy back with us. And so here's Tommy Tutone to talk with you guys now.
Excellent.
And Tommy, this is Chris and Neeley from the Classic Metal Show. They call it CMS. You can call it whatever you want.
Yeah, Tommy. Hi, Chris and Neeley.
Hey, Tommy Heath, is this the real Tommy Heath?
This is the real Tommy Tutone, except no substitute.
Well, Tommy, we've been chomping at the bit to
Can't
get
hear
you.
him.
Hello?
Turn this thing up. Speak up out there. Deaf from too many symbols.
Tommy, we've been chomping at the bit to get you on the show because we have an important question to ask you.
Okay.
But before we get to that, before we get to that, are you from Portland, Oregon, or are you living there now?
I was living there about 12 years. I live back in California now.
Where are you at in California?
I'm up in Sonoma County, wine country.
Excellent.
I'm a beer drinker. It's tough being there.
Sure. Well, Tommy, we obviously we play metal, which is a little outside of what you do, obviously. And but we ran into a guy that claims that he saved your life, and we're looking for the story. What can you tell us about a guy who goes by the name of Snakemannn?
Snakemannn didn't save my life, but he saved my wallet. I was playing a gig with Missing Persons, and he's one of their crew. And some shysters grabbed my wallet on the Seattle streets, and he went after him and kicked their ass. And
Well,
anyway, I happen to have just got paid, so we had the whole band salary in my wallet.
Oh, nice.
so why do you think he claims that he saved your life?
Boy, I don't know. Delusions of grandeur, I guess.
What can you tell us about the Snakemannn?
the Snakemannn has a heart of gold. He's a big guy, but he's a little Hollywood. But he was there at the right moment, so I can't thank him enough.
Right. Did you buy any jewelry from him?
I have bought a couple of things. It's not my usual style, but I bought I think it was a snakeskin cock ring, and and some other a few hex signs, and not too much of that heavy metal stuff. I'm more into skinny ties, and sport coats. I'm wearing a sport coat now. I paid $4 for, and but he's a good friend. We see each other whenever we're in Hollywood, and I take him to the Rainbow for a free dinner. He gets a free dinner from me once a year for the rest of his life.
Well, Tommy, when you're at the Rainbow, do you ever hang out with Lemmy from Motorhead?
I see all those guys there. We used to. I hadn't been to Rainbow in years when he took me over there. I mean, we used to go over there, and all us new wave guys would grumble at those heavy metal guys. But after a while, you have to figure out which is music and which is not. And there's some good stuff happening there. Great revival.
Sure.
There's a bunch of rowdy people here. Let's tell everybody come down for our last set.
Right. Well, they need to, Tommy.
We'll play some heavy metal.
The one thing I've always wondered, Tommy, is when you look at your career, do you spit on guys like Howard Jones just because they didn't have nearly the success that you did with 8675309?
Well, he sold more records than I did, but 20 years later, they think people think I sold more records than Men at Work, and they sold 20 million, and I sold 1 million. So it's the long run that counts. So I'm still here kicking, got a new record coming out, singing better than ever, getting better looking every year. So,
Tommy, did you ever think maybe you might make a tribute CD to Slayer?
No, the 70s music was something that I tried to forget. In the 70s, I played in the country western and soul bands and reggae bands. It was only when New Wave came in 78 that I could start relating to rock and roll again. I set out a lot of the 70s from everything from those early English guys like ELO and two-player, but I guess I don't know. It's not that bad of a song. We laugh about those guys, that sort of stuff. But
well, Tommy, now that you're living in Sonoma County in California, and a contemporary of yours, Huey Lewis in the News, are you a golf buddy of his?
No, I don't play golf. That's too preppy for me. No. I see Huey once in a while, but they're more clean cut than me. I don't know. I'm one of those shy computer nerds that gets out there and rock and rolls, and they're just oh, bless their heart, they play in the casinos, and I don't do casinos. And if I could play in a rock and roll bar, I'd just soon go do some computer programming or something. So
sure,
you won't find me playing in casinos like those guys. But I listened to them the other day. It sounded pretty good on the radio. You know, the Tower Power were all buddies of mine because I'm from Oakland, and so I'm right here, them playing along. Sounds good. And Chris Hayes is, you know, Bonnie Hayes' little brother, and I know all the Hayes family, Kevin Hayes and all those. So I wish them well.
Well, Tommy, can you tell us any good stories about Scott and Anita?
Anita, they came down to see me play at Dallas last night. Anita doesn't do freeways. We came home on the most incredible back roads I've ever seen. I've seen every little burg in Oklahoma that I ever wanted to see. I mean, she was driving on 81, and whenever we'd go to sleep, she started driving on gravel roads. I think her family was bootleggers or something, because she likes the back roads. But don't tell her I told you that.
All right, Tommy. Well, what are you out there working now? Do you have a new record, or what are you promoting?
We're about half done a new record that I just thrown so many. They signed me to this label, and I threw 100 different songs at them. I threw a whole sets worth of rockabilly songs. I got all kinds of soul songs I'm doing. I'm putting out a Shag record. You ever do the Shag down in South Carolina? I'm putting out a soul record. And it's all just kind of stuff I write for fun when I'm coming up with stuff that sounds like Tommy Tutone. And they're just going through, what are we going to do with all this stuff? We can't put this all under Tommy Tutone. And I go, why not? What's wrong with, being versatile? So,
have you ever thought about recording? Have you ever thought about recording a new phone number song?
Well, on our last record, we did Jenny's Got the Blues, which is part 2 of Jenny, and we kind of did that because all through the 90s, I did 3 records that never came out, and guys would go, well, I don't hear anything that sounds like Jenny, and I can't tell if this other stuff's any good or not. So finally, we put out Jenny part 2, and the same people that couldn't hear the record because it didn't sound like Jenny go, oh, well, he had to go and do that.
Yeah, you gonna dance with me?
Yeah, I'm talking on the radio right now, baby. The girls are going to drag me in there, and I got to play a couple last songs here.
Hey, Tommy, just one quick question. How old were you when Jenny hit? How old were you when that was a song, a hit song?
I was 5.
Well, Tommy, I got to tell you, it's been a pleasure talking with you. We don't normally talk with, pop artists. I guess you're a pop artist. Would you consider yourself pop?
I'm a pop singer.
Yeah. But we had to ask you about the Snakemannn character. We had him on the show about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Well, he's a legitimate American character, a true Americana.
And
slightly different than me, but I don't hang out with people that like me. I hang out with people the opposite of me. So
sure.
I love Snakemannn, and bless his heart.
Well, he claimed he saved your life, and we wanted to find out, what the story was.
Yeah. Well, everybody's got to have a story, I guess.
All right, Tommy. Well, again,
all right. I'll see you later. I got to get back on stage.
All right.
Take care.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, you still there?
Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah.
Well, did you
Who's this?
figure out that there's a big party going on here?
Yeah, no kidding. It sounds like Tommy's had a few.
Oh, I tell you what, it's been such a big deal that Shocknet Radio even sent their own reporter here to find out what's going on.
Shocknet.
And here with me, I'm going to let you talk with R.J. Evans from Shocknet Radio.
All right.
Put him on.
Okay?
Put him on.
All right. Here he is. Hey, this is Chris and Neeley from the Classic Metal Show.
Chris and Neeley, how's it going, guys?
Good. Are you familiar with the Classic Metal Show?
Oh yeah, we get an opportunity to listen to you guys as often as possible. ShockNetRadio.com. Of course, we're on the internet like you guys, and of course the internet is so vast that it's hard not to know about you guys.
Okay. Well, tell us what is Shocknet Radio? What is that?
Well, ShockNetRadio.com is essentially all the things that your mom said that you shouldn't say or do or be, and then some. We actually have a lot of great programming, classic rock and classic talk. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I got to tell you, I got to stop you right here, guys. I am a sober here.
Oh.
I'm the only sober person here. Well, you see, I have to drive 2 hours home, and it's kind of hard to drive and fuck at the same time while you're drunk.
Well, why not?
It really is. Have you ever tried it? I mean, imagine this. You have a girl straddling you. You're trying to hold onto the steering wheel. It's bad enough that you have motion sickness from watching your tits bounce up and down, but then you add alcohol on top of that, and what happens? You crash.
That's truly Shocknet Radio, I'll tell you.
Well, actually, that's minor. But you know what my big problem is? You heard about Bertha Bangers, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here's the deal with Sister Bertha Bangers.
All right.
Last night, I picked her up at the airport yesterday. I took her to my house. I told her, honey, you sleep up here in this guest bedroom. She went to bed about 9:30 after we got off the air. I went downstairs, made a ham sandwich. I'm sitting quietly, watching television, enjoying myself, masturbating and eating a ham sandwich at the same time, which is quite difficult to do. But nonetheless, here's what the deal is. I'm sitting there, and the phone rings. I look at the caller ID. It's Sister Bertha Bangers calling me from the guest bedroom upstairs. Now, there's a problem with this. The problem is that she could have just yelled down, but instead she calls me. And you know what she's doing? She's playing with her.
Awful. Terrible. Shockneck radio. God dang.
He was shocking.
Yeah, he's a shocking guy.
Gee, I guess Scott's phone cut.
must have lost his reception over there at Crappy's warehouse.
Good thing we got that whole Tommy Tutone interview.
Dude, how crazy is this show, the twist that this show has taken?
This show is retarded.
I know. Seriously. Well, it looks like we lost our chat room.
I know. It'll be back up in 5 minutes, it said on the little thing. So just hang out for 5 minutes, those of you that were in the chat room, and we'll be back in a couple.
Shocknet radio. Well, what do you say we play a couple of tunes, get the chat room back up, and then we'll do the Snakemannn bit? What do you think?
I'm fine with it. I just love that we hung up on that dude.
That's funny.
Dude went into stupid hack radio.
I know. It's just like, well, hey, Shocknet, this is shocking radio right here. We're hanging up on your ass in the middle of your story. How about that?
Well, you know what I want to tell you. And he's got that stupid radio thing going on.
Ugh.
Well, I got to tell you, I was eating a sandwich. You ever eat a sandwich? It's tough to do. Ham and cheese.
Yeah, sometimes you masturbate and, God damn it, you think that's mayonnaise on that ham, but it's really not.
You can't believe it, but my phone rang, and guess who it was? It was Sister Bertha Bangers, and she was upstairs.
Shut up. All right, whatever.
Stupid.
Nice. I love it. Thanks for checking out the Best of the Classic Metal Show. You can tune into the Classic Metal Show live every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern, exclusively at www.theclassicmetalshow.com.
The Classic Metal Show.